Sci-fi movies have made some accurate predictions about the future, while other things we haven't caught up to just yet. We see these matters through our timeline, newsfeed, and recommended videos, and even on social media.
At that time, we really didn't pay any attention to it because we were so busy being entertained. But it seemed like maybe the message was imprinted on us subconsciously, and it actually takes one to study deep into these messages, because they kind of speak about the catastrophic events that has unfolded itself throughout history. Again, we have seen it in video games. The Simpsons is like number one.
Naturism is a lifestyle of non-sexual nudity, and the cultural movement which advocates for and defends that lifestyle. Some parts of the world practice this art, and it's very popular on beaches, especially in France and throughout resorts in Thailand and even Mexico.
Philadelphia has an annual nude bike race or bike rides. Austin, Texas is one of the most friendliest topless cities that is celebrated, and July 14th is National Nude Day.
Other places, public nudity is generally prohibited as a civil offense and can be punished with fines. Now, why do I predict this rise? Matter of fact, we have already seen it. The rise of immodest clothing. Soon, the last fashion will be none at all. But for most, it's the need to express oneself without the need of wearing clothing. And by this being portrayed, many will involve themselves into public sex or even orgies.
Now, when you see pieces of wickedness scattered throughout the globe, it's possible that these particles can multiply into a grander scale for the world to see.
Biometrics authentication is used in computer science as a form of identification and access control. Biometric time and attendance systems use the fingerprints of employees to verify who is actually clocking in and clocking out of work each day. The system scans the finger of the employee, and the coordinates are determined, and then the system maps the endpoints and intersections of the fingerprints. There are a few biometric companies.
Many of us have an ID card, or we may remember our employee ID number, and we just simply type it in. Now, we may even become a part of this system, this biometrics, or even a chip. Some people call it the radio frequency identification chip. And it will actually make it more convenient that we don't even have to lose an ID or lose our debit cards or anything like that, because we will actually have this chip inserted in us.
Nanotechnology is a field of research and innovation concerned with building things, generally materials and devices, on the scale of atoms and molecules.
This tech can actually be used for food supply, medications, and even vaccinations.
Magic is typically categorized as independent from both religion and science, due to its various beliefs and practices, while miracles is therefore considered to be the work of a divine agency. There is a clear distinction between the two, but the deception of magic, others will simply view it as a miracle. Some will seek it to participate in these wonders for the sake of amazement and satisfaction.
The demonic craft of healings is not the type of healings that Jesus had displayed on earth during his ministry. Whenever he cast out an evil spirit that was keeping the individual bound, for them to endure sickness and illnesses, he quickly cast out the evil spirit, and then healing and wholeness has came. And that person is being made new. The demonic craft of healing is just a shifting. So what they're doing is that they think the person is being healed, but really they're shifting the illness, the sickness, the pain to a different part of the body. At the same time, they have to keep going back, getting healings, and even offering more money to the witch doctor or to someone else, just to make a profit off that individual sickness.
Magic is deceptive, and magicians will try to exceed over God's power. Just think of it during the time of Moses and Aaron, when they battled against Pharaoh and their sorceries. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "When Pharaoh says to you, 'Perform a miracle,' then say to Aaron, 'Take your staff and throw it down before Pharaoh, and it will become a snake.'" So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and did just as the Lord commanded. Aaron threw his staff down in front of Pharaoh and his officials, and it became a snake. Pharaoh then summoned wise men and sorcerers, and the Egyptian magicians also did the same thing by their secret arts. Each one threw down his staff, and it became a snake, but Aaron's staff swallowed up their staffs.
The creative miracles of the Most High will always succeed over magic.
No matter how great the wondrous signs of magicians can perform, their secret arts may gather the masses' attention, but miracles will reveal the nature and characteristics of God. Treasures of all sorts, from coins, exotic gems, stones, jewelry, tablets, could be found in ancient ruins, caves, historical sites, burial sites, shipwreck, ocean floors. Much will be recovered.
I believe that there will be treasures that will be found that will change history. Historical figures, iconic people, things that were written in our textbooks will simply have to change.
A surgical instrument is a tool or device for performing specific actions or carrying out desired effects during a surgery or operation, such as modifying biological tissue or to provide access for viewing it.
Since technology is going to advance, especially in the hospitals, we will see an increasing number of doctors and dentistries are going to be using these instruments that will make their job much easier.
Who knows, maybe nanotechnology will be of a great asset. So there you have it, the rise of naturism, advanced technology, magic and miracles, unearthed treasures, and medical breakthrough.
Well, that is actually my top 5 predictions of the future. Let me know what you guys think about it and what are your top 5 predictions of the future. No taking my ideas, okay? That's cheating. I was joking, but let me know what you guys think, all right? And share your inputs and opinions as well, all right? Thank you.